Welcome to Huckabee. We are live tonight from Little Rock, Arkansas. All right, tomorrow your taxes are due, if you didn't already know that. And I've got some good news and some bad news. The good news is that your government thinks you're a millionaire. The bad news is that even though you aren't, your taxes are going up, even though the president promised otherwise.
If your family earns less than $250,000 a year, $250,000 a year, you will not see your taxes increased a single dime. I repeat, not one single dime.
Oh, really? Well, you felt it at the beginning of the year when your paycheck got smaller due to the expiration of the so-called Bush tax cuts. And now you're starting to feel it even more with the cost of Obamacare hitting you in the face like a cream pie. Congress mouths about tax reform, but real reform would end congressional power to manipulate the tax code and create winners and losers in the marketplace. Each April 15th, I'm reminded just how different this day would be if we would implement the fair tax. The fair tax would not raise or lower our current taxes, but it would change the way that we collect taxes from the current system of punishing productivity and rewarding irresponsibility. Then we would pay taxes when we consume something. We would pay tax when we buy something, not when we earn something. You know, since everybody buys things, we'd all be paying something. It would mean that drug dealers and prostitutes, pimps and gamblers would be paying their own taxes instead of you having to pay your fair share as well as their fair share. And you wouldn't be punished for work, as income tax would be abolished. You wouldn't be punished for saving, investing, or leaving something behind for your kids. You could throw away that little shoebox full of receipts and slips of paper because you wouldn't file taxes. You'd just enjoy April 15th as another beautiful spring day. The IRS, who got caught reading our emails and stomping all over the Fourth Amendment, would disappear completely. And maybe the president would even like it, because he loves to talk about rich people paying more, and since they buy more expensive things, they pay more. That's fair, but at least we'd all be paying something. Most lobbying in Washington is all about manipulating the tax code to get breaks for those who can afford to pay the lobbyist. Now, with the fair tax, the power shifts from Washington to you. You decide to pay taxes when you buy things in the retail market. If you haven't read the Fair Tax book by Congressman John Linder and Neil Bortz, I hope you will. I think you just will agree that we don't need to tinker with the tax code. We need to eliminate the tax code.